Well, good morning, beautiful world. Jennifer Shockley, nurse practitioner, is on my mind right now. She just popped into my head about 10 minutes ago. No longer than that. She brought back the baby aspirins I take. Haven't been taking them for a while, but she, on this new subscription this month, I got them again. And, well, I don't know. I don't know what happened, if she ever got to looking at YouTube or not. I don't know. I don't. I know she's supposed to be going on vacation. I don't even know when that's going to happen. But anyway, I got up early, 3:30, and I got watching CBS because I heard about the Flaming Lips. It's a musical group. And the one guy, he was born in '83, so that kind of interested me. But he made these bubbles that you got into. It was pretty interesting. I got to see if anybody's heard of that group. I listened to it for quite a while. It was pretty good. Well, I had a hard time with my number 45 yesterday. When what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to put it on one that, on the camera, well, not the pause one, and then go to Chrome, and that takes you. I did all that, and it let me do all that, but what I had did is I put it on pause, and it wouldn't complete it. It'd stop at 99 on the processing. I could figure it out. I even called Samsung help and got a run around. I didn't like that guy they gave me last night. He was, I didn't even, he was bad. Most they're helpful. But I couldn't understand him what his name was. So I can't even say his name. It was a funny name. But then I finally was just going to get out of it. Then I seen that it was still, the number was still up there on pause. I thought, what? And then it came to me that, hey, you can't do that. So it's on there now. I just watched it. So no, I don't know. I got 19 on now. 19 News. It's a good station. I like it. I like a lot of the stations, but I think Spectrum is my favorite because they do repeat the news. Oh, I ate a box of raisins this morning. I was out here doing something. I was smoking. Yeah. Well, they're calling for rain. It's 58 degrees. But it's I ain't got today all figured out yet. I do want to get a hold of got to figure out a way to get a hold of the director, Annette Chambers Smith, I believe, and I want to somehow get a hold of her, because it don't matter now on these videos. There's 2 or 3 of them you can roll back, and I'm not being potty mouth and vulgar and all that. I'm not. They're okay. I ain't smoking, so I'm feeling good about the. I think I ain't checked for sure, but I think there's at least 3 videos you can watch that isn't potty mouth. I like that. And the rest of them, I just gotta. I don't know what to say about him. He just. But I can't take him off because it's me. It's it's I'm guilty, and I'm guilty of everything on since day one. That's that's me, and but OBG told me that people don't want to hear that, especially women over 50 or past 36, because I seem to make that the cutoff point. If you get right down to the reality of it. But got I got into I made a mistake on something. I really do got to write down when I see that I made a mistake or I didn't come back to where I was supposed to come back to. I do that so much. I do. I am going to take a little pad in there with me and finish some serious thought that I was in, and then I just run off, go off track. And I don't really go off track. I just go on another track. And sometimes that's okay. But it irritates me when I don't come back. And that's why I used to like the way Debbie used to do it. I found her. She's on Facebook. There's only one Debbie Smith Cousins on there, and that was her, I believe. I don't believe there's another Debbie Smith Cousins. So she don't have no information. That ain't like her. But I sent a message. Oh, I would just be pure joy if she is alive. Wherever she is. But didn't have a picture of her. Just one friend. I ought to write to the friend. Because her friend's face looks familiar. Her friend might even be on my, well, I used to say 5,000. I deleted or defriended about 800. So I'm down to like 4,100. I don't know. I ain't going to look. But, wow, if Debbie's still living, oh, I'd be so happy. Because she is like, she's the original. She was the original. From 76, the beginning of 76. Because she was the first person in the free world that I contacted. Oh, wow. It would be so amazing if she's alive. Because she's like, I believe she was born in 53. I believe that. I'm not, I can't remember her birthday. But I think it was in 53. Later on in 53. Like September or something. It's probably in the letters but I just don't have time to read them. Or I can't, I haven't made, when I was putting them in the book, I looked at the first letters and the end of it. Certain things caught my eye. But we used to write a lot. And oh, that would be so incredible if she is alive and kicking. But just because you're big don't mean you got to die early. There's a lot of people that stay big and make it and live up there. But wow, that would be incredible. That would surely be incredible. I would be so happy. Yeah, I think I will punch her. She's got one friend on her profile. And her profile didn't show nothing. No job history, no home, nothing. And that really ain't like her, unless she started a new one. But I'm just thinking, oh, that woman. We've been known each other since early '76, and we've never been in the same. She's seen me in '98 at Warren. You know, she visited me, and that's the only. But she came in '80 to see me, and I was in jail, and oh, I don't know. It's all kind of crazy. But I would be so happy if she's alive, and it has to be because how many? There's only one on there, Debbie Smith Cousins. This one Debbie Smith. There's a million. I shouldn't say a million, but there's a lot of Debbie Smiths. I got cousins by marriage. Duffy's got nieces named Debbie Smith, and so Debbie Smith is about as common a name as you can get. Wow. So I'm really excited about that. And wow. I don't know. Oh, I can't take this morning. Back to Spectrum. They're starting new news now. But, wow. Will was he answered a couple questions yesterday, but he didn't spend much time with me. I don't understand. I don't know. I don't know. It'd be, it's a weird, because he was, I got, everything come crashing down September 21st of 92. And, actually, it was, see, that year, 92, got really crazy for me. We had an eviction. We got evicted. I had to because we had quite a bit of stuff. And I had to find a place to put it. And I wanted Barbara to take Freddie because he was too little to stay with me and go to her mom. She didn't want to go to her mom, so I wanted her to go to a friend of ours, Troy. And she didn't want to do that. And I think she was going to go, though, until that camper reared up on her and scared her. It wouldn't have scared anybody. But I know I got locked up. So I might have not seen the boys from July of 92 because we was working on the truck, and then I had to go to jail for 30 days. I didn't hit her or nothing, but scaring is just as bad as hitting. You know, that's domestic violence could be about being scared, and that's what it was. She was scared, and because I get something in my head, I'm kind of I kind of just, that's what's got to happen. And that's where I was at in 92. And I get rushing around. And yeah, it was, I think that's the last I seen the boys was in July of 92. Because I got out and then I had it in my head to go to Cleveland. And then I ended up getting committed to Cambridge when I came back. The trip from Cleveland ended me up in, because I parked in McCourt's parking spot. He said the gas can could have been a bomb, and that got me to Cambridge. I say 43 days. I did quite a bit of time there. And I forget how I ended up. There was something to do with a news lady from Columbus, CBS 10. She was at the jail and I wanted to meet her. And one thing led to another until Children's Services wanted to talk to me. And that's when everything got really bad. Because Lorraine wouldn't talk to the devil. She wouldn't say nothing. Because we got pulled over one time in Georgia. And they pulled me over right by one of their prisons they got in the swamp down there. So they could have just pulled, they pulled the semi in the prison parking lot. And took her and put her in the car. She was in there for like 30 minutes. And they asked a lot of questions. And a couple times I wanted to, cause I didn't know what to do with her. I really didn't. She had me wrapped around the fingers. She knew it too, and I was so. I knew I had to get her to my sister's. What I knew I had to do, and that plan was in July. Barbara was supposed to go to Cleveland with Freddie, and the two boys was going to stay with me, and Lorraine was going to go. And tickets got bought to Florida, even for her friend from Pennsylvania, Tara. That was all. It was all bought, and it was just. I get so confused about 92. It was just. But I know it was locked up the 21st. But it was a dark day. And she ain't, I don't know. OBG said she probably will never talk to me. I can't believe that. I can't believe it. But she ain't. I put message on. I wish her happy birthday and everything. But I never see her active on Facebook. Her lights never lights up. But anyway, like Wills and I ain't been paying attention to Earl. I ain't seen. He's. If you don't keep it active, he's way down in the list. But I don't know. Just thinking about Debbie, that would be nice if she popped up in my life. Because we had a connection right from the very beginning. We had a connection. Damn, her kids is I ain't got a picture of the. Never mind. But she had interesting kids. She had She won a contest for I don't know. I believe it was Pampers from Prettiest Baby, and she sent her. I can't even think of her daughter's name. The one born in '82, same as Earl. Real smart girl and pretty, and oh, she had. I think she ended up going to University of Miami for marine biologist. There was a big write up in the paper about it. Debbie sent me. But anyway, back when she was born, Debbie sent her picture into, I want to say Pampers, and she won the contest. And they had her picture on the Pampers, but because it was a mixed baby, the whole country went up in arms, and they had to take it off. But she did win the contest, and I forget how the story went, but I would like to have one of the original pictures of the diaper with the picture on. I would like to. I'm sure Debbie probably has a couple of them. But she was a smart girl. I mean, really smart. Yeah. Well, I would be excited if Debbie, if my message gets to her. I would really be excited. Because Debbie and I, we used to feel like we was one. And she went to the west and I went to the east. And at one point, I used to like her because she would write to anybody that anybody that I told about her. She used to say, she stopped counting pages of letters. She would weigh it, pounds of a letter. That's how she used to. It was but I got a picture up there. I put it in a frame. I should hang that on the wall. I only got the littlest picture, but I ought to just get that. That's Helen and Debbie. And that was one I really liked that picture. I ought to put it down here. Yeah, I think I put it right there. But Helen called me a sociopath. And this is back in '76. But she I forget how it came about, but she wanted me to write her mother. Because her mother had her breast removed and was feeling, some women would feel like they're not a woman anymore. And that's how she was feeling. Oh, I used to, I remember for her 50th birthday, I wrote her a 50-page letter. And she used to say I was 85% bullshit, but 15% was really in there, like really potent. And Dorothy, yeah, I really cared about her. I really did. I cared about them all. I used to say I was, because I was writing, Debbie had a boyfriend named Gary, and I think he had a sister named Jill. And Helen had a brother named Kevin. I was writing him, I was writing Jill, I was writing Dorothy. And occasionally I would write Debbie's sister, Jane, I think her name is. Oh, she was a wild one. I ain't going to put it out there. But she told me a story about herself. And we used to write quite a bit. But by September of '76, Debbie took my mugshot. I don't know how she got it. Debbie she was incredible. Right now, in this day and age with the technology we got now, because we didn't have all that back then. Oh, if we would have had this, the Bible would have been closed. We would have closed the Bible. The Antichrist would have been manifested. And yeah, if I would have had this with Debbie, this would have all been over with. I just believe that. But it's stupid to say that because it wasn't there, and we're dealing with now. But if she is alive, and I do hear from her, wow, I get goosebumps thinking about it because we are kind of like one. We really are. At the end of the day, we had kindred spirits. We were like what you would consider the soulmate. And I believe that, even though she ended up with Bernie, the Jamaican guy, and 4 kids, and I was never able to be in a position to have a baby with her. Now that's out of the question. Unless she put away an egg. And leave it to her, she could have. Because I found pictures she drew. She was explaining something with the vagina, and because she used to actually draw pictures, and I should dig them out and show you. But they were really like textbook, Yeah. Wow, I do get excited thinking of her being in my life again. Because we went from we went like 18 years. Because it was like basically, I got out in '77, and I didn't have nothing to do with nobody. I just had my blinders on in Wisconsin. I was with Betty Smith, and I didn't have no contact with nobody. And it wasn't until I was in Atlanta on Interstate 20, about a mile or two, the first rest area out of Atlanta, that I decided I was going to go marry Barbara. And that was and I didn't contact her till I was in town. And that was February 7th of '78. And by then, Debbie had won or somewhere around then, Debbie won a trip on a show called Knockout, I think it was called. She won a trip for 2 to Jamaica. And them two went, Helen and, cause they were like best friends. And so anyway, I ended up getting into high-speed chase, and I had to go to prison. I had a 1 to 5, so I had to do a year. So when she came, I was in prison, and I still believe with all my heart that Barbara would have had a mixed baby, and me and Debbie would have had a real baby, because I was believing Barbara could have had a black man, and I would have my baby Debbie, because Debbie was my whole fantasy of '77. When I got out in '77 for a big girl, that was Debbie. And I did slip up and call Betty Debbie a couple times, in the heat of passion. But that's one of my regrets, I don't like that word sorry, but I surely regret not having the baby with Debbie. I surely do. But in my world, it would have been. I'm not talking about an origin, but I would have. Barbara would have had a mixed baby with Bernie. I know that. And but that's all. That's all. Psst. It's crazy to even say it because it didn't happen, and it's all make believe in so many ways. But I did have because Earl and I should know her name. I should know it. I'm bad. You know, I forget stuff. It's in her letters though, for sure. Her damn. But I always wanted Earl and her to get hooked up together. And Earl ended up with a black woman. I don't know if they got married. I think they did, but he just got two beautiful mixed babies. So and then I got a picture of her. She was only about 9 or 10 when she sent this. She's holding a little coconut up, cute little button. But I think she had two boys and two girls. I think. Yeah, Debbie's. I'm praying to God that she's alive and well and gets my message. Because I give her my phone number, I give her my address, I give her my email address, I give her everything I could think of giving her. I told her about YouTube. I just thinking about YouTube. Because the beginnings was really bad, you know. I I haven't been back to them in a long time, but right from the beginning, you know, I'm just totally not knowing what I'm doing, you know, totally not knowing. Right now, I got a little bit of a clue, you know, like I'm not worried about time now. I'm not worried about, you know, I'm kind of comfortable, even though I ain't got the flag lit up right now. I like how I turn on the flag appears with the 6 stars. I like that a lot. I really do like that. But well, I gotta, because Debbie would figure out a way to get to the director. She would figure out a way. Because Debbie ain't a. But see, back in my see, '02, '03, I really was into the crazy, the without the medicine. I was really into. I had some incredible experiences, like in Noble. I only lasted there 2 days, and I had a trip to Allen that started at 4 o'clock count clear to get me out of there. And that trip was incredible because I had a woman driver, and she'll remember me. 'Cause I was right there. I had my regular boots on. I think I had, you know, they was in a hurry to get me out of there on Friday. Oh, that was an incredible trip. I'll never forget that trip. I used to tell her, you know, she's going into the thing, hit it. You know, I tell them to go faster, you know, because you got to blend into traffic. And she was worrying about going around the turn, and you can't do that because in the semi, you had to go. You had to hit it. You had to be, especially if you was heavy. And so if a deer got there, that's goodbye deer. You know, that's just what's happening. But she got to doing it, you know, getting in them turns on the entrance. She went into it blind, you know. And yeah, I used to like that trip. I still like that trip. I can't remember her name, but I raised a lot of. I went, I went. I ain't got time right now. I got to go to the. I took my pills early this morning. And wow, it is good to have Debbie's picture there. I don't know why I put it way up there. And Helen got a pretty smile. Helen ended up not lasting with her Jamaican because they both married Jamaicans, and she didn't have a baby, but she married a dark-haired guy. But she had this. I got the pictures. Oh, it's over on the desk. I didn't put it in the book yet. Pretty little baby. Blue eyes and blonde hair. Pretty little baby. But she got pretty smile. Oh, I can't stand it. Now I know this is a 100%, well, a 99% chance she's alive and well. And there might be a chance you get my message today. Wow, would that be incredible? I think she would call. I don't think we ever talked on the phone. Come to think about it. Oh wow. Oh wow. I get lost in that picture. That frame turned out nice. She just got, you can hang it up here, or you can use this thing for this way or this way. Either way, they're good. They're good picture frames. And they're glass. They're not plexiglass. They're glass and wood. Now, I don't know why they got China on them, but they do. But they did good job. I figured there's Americans doing that. They're just going over there for cheap help. But anyway, I'm gonna. Wow, 36 minutes exactly. Oh, I'm so got to go to the bathroom. You know, that would be an incredible, incredible thing for Debbie to pop up. That would be an incredible thing. And I'm free, and I'm free. You know, I'm here. And I heard a story that a round trip ticket from Cleveland Airport to Disney World in Florida, a round trip ticket for two adults and a 9 or so-year-old kid, $125 round trip. Round trip. Incredible. I don't know how that's working, but that's what Mike's son, and he's engaged to a woman that's got a boy. I think it's a boy, 9-year-old boy, and they've been together a couple of years, so it's a good thing. And wow, can you imagine $125 round trip for three? That's pretty incredible. I got a little money. I got enough to get her from the airport to here in the Uber car. But one thing about Debbie, I got paperwork on her. I got her Social Security. She sent me a thing, and it's got all her information on it. Because she was a nurse from a nursing company in Denver or somewhere. I forget exactly where. But she would, if someone was on maternity leave, or there was a strike, or if there was any kind of problem where they needed a nurse, and she was a good nurse, like delivery room, emergency room. She did it all. She would make good money. She explained how she would only have to work 3 or 4 months a year, and as a nurse at this company. I found some of it because she broke down her bills, and she could make enough money in 3 or 4 months to pay for the year. She really, yeah, I miss Debbie. I miss Debbie. I thought she was dead. I thought she'd be in touch with me. I guess that's why I haven't went out of my way to find her. I just till the other day was the first time that I punched her name into the computer, and there she was, Debbie Smith's cousin, only one. Boy, say a prayer, everybody. Come on, Jesus. I almost spit on my. I got to dip in. Oh, that would be so incredible. Yeah, she's a big girl. She's a big girl. Big girl. Yep, I'm going to do this before I... Been neglecting my house lately. I didn't vacuum in a while. A couple days. My floor is dirty. I got stuff on my feet. Gonna vacuum. But I didn't make nothing to eat yet. Didn't take my shower yet. And I So I do like the light on better. I got the bright light over here and the flag over here. There ain't no red and white showing, but the blue and the 6 stars kind of just, everybody knows it's a flag. Yeah. Can't believe I got Debbie looking at me. Wow. That would be an incredible story if she is, and she's looking right at me too, because she's looking at both of them are. You know, I got Helen and Debbie looking at me. Gotta be. Oh, I just love it. Oh wow. But I've been trying to do the same thing with Kyra, my niece, and Lorraine. So I don't know if I'm going to hear from her or not. I don't know. Wow. 8:05. That's 24. 24 from yesterday. I feel good about that. That's why I like my little calculator. You know, I love this little thing. And it just, because I can do the math now without going to the complications of the phone. Get to it. I can do the math on figure and stuff. Because it just, yeah, I like it. Like I said, it was $1.87. So you do the tax, so it's around $2. They probably had to figure it out so it come to exactly $2. It's definitely worth $2 because it just runs off the light. It ain't a dual action, but it's got a memory in it that I ain't checked and see if it would hold overnight on it or not, but I ain't checked to see how I ought to do that. But I like it. It's simple. Oh damn! But wow, the reality of Debbie in my life right now really brings me and she used to, in one of her letters I'd seen it, your unpaid best buddy, she signed it. That's how she signed it, because she used to call all the social workers and nurses and everybody in prison my paid friends. She's the one that came up with that. And she was my unpaid best friend. But if she's, I don't know, I wish I knew her birthday. I wasn't into the Chinese zodiac with her. I wish I would have been known about it, but I didn't. Like I say, all that's history. That there is, we can't make none of that different. It's the way it was. But it's important. Yeah, I really want her in my life right now. I really do. I really do. Because the last I've heard from her is in '98, and so let me just see something. Because yeah, I like this. So it's at least 23 years. That's considerable time, and I haven't had no kind of contact with her. Yeah, it would be good to hear from her. It would be incredible. Because she didn't never mess with no drugs. She never smoked. And, oh, Debbie. Just thinking about OBG. and Jam and the Three Bs. OBG's the original boss goddess, might, but not really. Not really. OBG's a 70 kid, but she's proved to me, in my heart, beyond any doubt, that she's been with me. Every step of the way. Oh, she irritates me. Like last night, she didn't send me an email, but she might have to get up early this morning. But she did. She did say she was going to write, and I kind of thought she would. And but I I don't know. I don't know. I don't know nothing. But I just got this really big hope that Debbie's alive. And, I was thinking she wasn't. I really wasn't. And I'm so dumb. Why didn't I just do Facebook the first day out? Why didn't I just do it, instead of waiting? I don't know. I guess I just thought she would contact me. I just thought that. And when she didn't, I just thought she was no longer here. Kind of, just back to the spirits in control. I'm just, I just do things in, I can't even explain how I do things. I just get the feeling to do it, and then I do it. This shirt's hot. I should shut the heat off. But I didn't find any skull. I found grizzly. And I didn't even look. I just want, because I've had grizzly wintergreen before, and I used to like wintergreen. So I just grabbed it. It was $5 even. Straight up $5. And that's a few minutes bike ride from here. It's at a gas station. But I get it, and it's them little pouches. They just little pouches. And so now I'm not eating it, but it's strong. You get quite a bit out of the pouches. And I just put one in about a half hour ago. So I am getting a lot of nicotine. Plus I just smoked one. Debbie probably got the cure for that. She'd probably find me a way to get the nicotine that I need. I say need. I don't know if you need it or not, but I like it. Feel like I need it. Maslowski. Oh, I love it. There again. It's about the picture frame. I just had to have picture frames. And this phone tricks me up. But I hate all these. I get so much junk. I just get so much I gotta. Okay. No. Now it's doing it again. Now it's doing it again. I don't know how to make it. Okay, so you gotta go. This is the picture that I want. That's the picture. That's like my favorite picture right now. That's the. I want that 8 by 10. So I had the border around it, and I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but that's my that's my kind of like my favorite picture. So it's tricky how to get to that. You have to. That's what I. If you just hit the picture, it don't show it up. You got to be on the. Then it shows it up. I didn't know that. So I kind of owe OBG an apology. But she still didn't get it to me in time for me to get it made in Walmart. That made me sad because I was so counting on having pictures. But there must have been a reason. It has a reason. But if Debbie does get my message, and I'm praying she does, that's going to put a interesting twist in my life. And now I got another laptop in the drawer. I got the Asus, and they weren't no junk. They were good made, and definitely wouldn't have sent it to me if it was junk. Just because I don't know how to work it, you know. I had help on this one, but anyway, I got phones. I got a A11's a pretty good phone, but even the Galaxy J2 is a good phone. And then I got that Motorola that's a couple years old, but that was a good phone at the time. And I got the Chromebook, so I do have some technology that Debbie could work with. But back in the day, she would when she popped up in my life in '98, she was on the computer and she would do stuff like make addresses, and she would give me used magazines, like car magazines that I liked, and she just knew how to do all that stuff. And I'm thinking she sent me $200 to buy a typewriter. I think, and that's how I ended up able to buy a typewriter. I can't remember. But I just there's so much in my life that's I can't put on here. Because it does. But I'm just thinking of the reality of Debbie and what she can make happen. She's incredible, and she ain't got the restrictions that OBG's got. But then OBG can do things that she can't do, because when it comes to the ODRC, OBG knows what's happening. And that's what I started to say about the crazy of 02 and 03. In the 90s, where I was believing that I was going to have, I was saying 6, but let's use 3 women from the DRC as my goddesses. I thought, you know, nurses, social workers is basically what I was thinking. So maybe it is sex, and instead of a nurse, maybe it's a doctor. But there's still a couple nurses that has my eye. Ermin is the name I couldn't think of the other day. Lady Gaga, and I guess that's another thing I like about Walmart. She said everybody goes to Walmart. That I run into people at Walmart, so maybe I do have to start going to Walmart a little more often. But I got to find a better place to park my bike. I can't park it in the police parking lot. I went to the nut house doing that with my truck, and I am taking up some space. So I gotta maybe I just have to dig out the cable and go to the big round and tie it to that. I got a cable so you can do that. I don't like using it, but yeah, I can't tie it to the police parking lot. That was the only spot I could hook my lock to. But yeah, sometimes don't do that anymore. Because after I read the other side of that sign, I said, "Oh, what did I do?" Yeah. Oh, I'm out of cigarettes, and I gotta pee, and I'm happy. 805. That ain't too shabby. 24, and that's pretty good. OBG's right. Clean up my mouth, and people. And I got to look, but I think I got 3 or 4 videos now that's presentable. That's not vulgar. You know, that's I'm not smoking, and because they took smoking off TV. You know, you don't see everybody used to smoke. You don't do that anymore. And again, I've been a dummy smoking. Although I do want to light up the pipe. The pipe. I am dipping on TV. I did do that the other night. I put a skull can up. But I'm kind of really excited about Debbie. I love looking at her. Yeah, but that would really be a an amazing story if she does pop up. It does get my message because, like I say, we used to talk right about it. How life was. She was doing everything I was doing on the west, and I was on the east, and we were like kindred spirits. Like we were, and I think that's the whole thing about a soulmate. So maybe she is my soulmate. You know, we're gonna get right down to the end of the day or night. She's my soulmate. That's pretty deep, you know. So the AC ain't alone. Boy, that tickles me. That tickles me. That does tickle me. I did buy a new tablet. 88 cents. I had to have it. It's the same name as the calculator, that pen and gear. Yeah. 70 sheets. I like it. But I'm going to use up this one, like I said. It's got paper, and I'm going to use it up. Even if it is in really bad shape. And I got a mess in here. But it's like it's all in here. If you go digging, you can find, I got a lot of information of things. So I definitely want to keep it. But I'm not going to tear it out of the thing. I'm going to leave it as a book. And I don't know if I want buy one of the big ones, the big 3-ring binders. Maybe I ought to invest in one of them. I'm going to Walmart again. I'm waiting for the 12th to get here, so I have some money on my food stamp card, and I'm not going to buy no liquids, so I'm bogging down with weight. But I'm gonna buy. I don't know just what I don't need too much of nothing. I can't even buy bread to freeze because I don't have no room in my freezer. I couldn't even get an ice tray in there. It's it's crazy. My refrigerator's getting kind of full. I bought them English muffins and I decided to keep them in the refrigerator. And the bagels and everything last better in the refrigerator. But it's 6:22. Oh, this is a minute faster than the TV. You know, there it turned. It's a couple seconds ahead of the TV. And my clock's doing good. My watch. Oh, I love my watch. I can use the light now. I don't have to be afraid to using it. And it really lights up. But I didn't use it last night. I slept good. I went to sleep pretty, I don't know, about midnight. Maybe 11:30. I remember shutting the TV off. Slept good, but I woke up from a dream of OBG was in it. My mouse. I got mouse. I think there's 3 of them. They get up there. I'm like, oh, I did eat a pie. That's the only dish I got. I didn't wash. I just got it soaking. I like them bowls I bought. I really do. Boy, they're making a lot of noise out there. Really, and they're only about this big. They're not very big. I got critters outside that would eat them. You know, my wildcats, and everything's going. Oh, I made a mistake on the sardines that I seen the red tab on it, and I just assumed it was the hot ones, but it wasn't the hot ones. It was. I hated to give it to them, but I had committed myself to once a week giving them, and I was gonna. But then I realized, no, I'm giving them the regular ones. So I'll pick up some hot ones. They're buck 15. But once a week I can afford that. My critters. Sunday nights. But everything's going out there on the porch. Everything's going. And bread, I threw up 4 pieces. I've been giving them at least 4 pieces now. I throw that out in the driveway. It feels pretty good to have critters. I do want to get a camera out there so I can see what critters I do have. You know, I do. I might have to start. I think I am going to pick up another 4 of them energy saver lights, and so I can put one out on the porch, and I put one in this lamp here. Because then I won't mind leaving them. Because they say they run as a 5-watt bulb instead of a 100-watt bulb. You know, they say they run pretty cheap. Yeah. Yeah, Debbie. Oh, I just love that girl. That's one girl that does go back. Now, if we do, she is the original. She is the original. She is the original. She was the first person I reached out to from when I got saved. And spent a year in 75 studying. And she didn't even have a name. All she had was Debbie. And I had to have a last name. So I just put Smith on it. Took a lot of brains to do that, but it ended up being the right name. But they used to read, or they were supposed to read, my mail, incoming and outgoing, because I used to have to just put it so they could read it. I never seen nothing like it. Because I used to write big letters. Like she used to say, she stopped counting pages and just weighed it, how many pounds I sent. Because I'd be in my cell, and I don't remember doing anything but writing. I was in good shape when I got out. I must have did something. I guess I did push-ups, sit-ups. But I remember writing for hours. Literally, like hours. Then I had the TV, because my dad bought me a TV and a radio. Barbara bought me a typewriter. But I was looking at her writing. I got the whole... Yeah, I got a... This is it. This is the whole book of... I can't do it good. But this is Debbie's letters. And that's the edge. Yeah, this ain't the same company as I got from Amazon, but that wasn't that expensive. And they had the bigger ones. I think I'm going to buy a bigger one. I think I'm going to use that for just envelopes. All the envelopes I got, I'm saving them. You know, because I'm just saving them. Punch holes in them, put them in a 3-ring binder. But I got a lot of things I can do. I do like that flag back there, though. And I like the light. I like the light. It's kind of... I'll get it decorated in here. I'll get it fixed up. Yeah. As the inspiration comes. That's what it's all about with me. It really is. I keep saying the spirit's in control. It really is. I just wait. It's like Debbie. I'm out here over 9 months, and I just now punched her in the computer. That's crazy, you know. I don't know. I guess I had to have a few things in line. Like the Chromebook or CB, and I don't know. I can't explain it. It would be really incredible to hear from her. It really would be, but I gotta go. Boy, that pill don't mess around. That pill don't mess around. Just playing. I getting ready to type. I thought I had to type. I just was playing on Facebook, and Kathy Reynolds Rake had something on my when I went to my story. She popped up, so I sent her a little message. A lot of love for her. She goes back farther than anybody right now, because I can take her back to at least 1966. Earlier than that, I can take her back to at least. I went with my mom in '60, and she married Sonny in before that. So Kathy goes back farther than anybody in my reality right now. So I do have a lot of love for her. And I'm thinking about my videos from now on, where I'm cleaning it up, you know, so anybody can not find offensive stuff on here. And again, I don't know. I was just following the feeling like I'm following the feeling right now, the spirit, and. I can't apologize. I can't say nothing, but it's there. I did it. And just I think, I don't know, 40A is a good video, but I was vulgar in there. I'm still on yesterday's coffee. I didn't start it by because there's about a half a cup still in there. I drink it to the end. But, wow. So I got Annette Chambers Smith in my mind. Debbie Smith cousins in my mind. A lot of people in my mind. Teresa Mormon Jameson, really on my mind. Robin Schaefer, Dr. Robin Schaefer, really on my mind. Heather's a little bit on my mind. But she's kind of, her position is kind of interesting to me right now. And go back to have to say it at the end of the day or night. She's a dragon. And 76 was a good year. For women, 76 was a good year. That's when they started coming into prison. I know, I was there in Wisconsin. TVs came. But anyway, I gotta check my battery situation here. Battery full. Oh, everything's so beautiful. Yeah, it's all good. I keep saying that too. I say that a lot. But I guess got, you take 28 years. And I've did a lot more than 28 years, but I'm talking about 28 years straight. Because I did 4 years, you could say, in New York, minus 73 days. And they tacked on, I got out August 2nd, and they tacked on from the 27th to the 2nd. I ain't going to do the math on it, but it's a few days, 5 days? For the money that I owed them for tearing up that petition. But I've done a lot of time. I had it in this book. Each day I used to write down the. Okay. I used to be elaborate. I used this here. I'd have what day it was, and I can't even remember how I had it figured out. But I would know how many days I've been locked up, how many days old I was, the percentage of how many days my life. But it's all good. I said that before a few times. But I do want to hear from Kathy. I do want to hear from Debbie. And I do want to hear from Duffy. Now, Duffy went to Naresburg I forget how he ended up on the New York side, because he just basically lives across the river in Naresburg. But he kind of went to Damascus most of his. But I'm pretty sure I don't know if he's with the Decamans or how he got tied up in Naresburg, but he was in Naresburg in the late 60s. But he went to Vietnam in 69. Because he's born 51. It was funny. A few years back, I forget it. It was good 4 years back. My release date was July 8th, 2020. And that's his birthday. And, it was like probably a big birthday, because he used to spend quite a bit of money on me every month. It was like this watch. It was no joke. And I'm still wearing the shoes that he bought, the Skechers, or Skeechers, however you say it. when Vicky was still alive. He bought me, and they're holding up pretty good. The string's coming undid in the front. I noticed on the right hand side, but I don't know what to do about that. I just leave it go, but I don't do much walking. Most is riding bike, and I don't wear them. I only wear them when I'm going somewhere. I was tempted to buy a new pair of shoes, but I'm not. I haven't. Maybe if I get this new stimulus package, I'll probably break down and buy a pair of lace-up boots. I ain't gonna go with steel toes, but I oughta go with steel toes. I don't think I gotta fight no more. As far as getting in a physical fight, I really don't think I have to. I'm hoping I don't, because something always takes over, and I end up hurting people. It ain't like I don't take kindly getting my ass kicked. I always, something snaps in me, and I go for the jugular vein type thing, and it's like in prison. I kept that cane with me, and I just, I just knew I could. I just felt comfortable with my cane, but see, the other day I was messing with another one of his women. I came by, she was out on the porch. He really jealous of this one, but I thought that she was through with him, but apparently not. So she was supposed to come at 7 o'clock. But, because he had another girl there. But, he's getting away with it, so I guess it's all good. But the night we bought the TV, I smoked 4 hits with them. They were always all smoking. And I got into talking. And she got into listening. And I was talking about prison in New York. And sure, ASAP's did quite a few years in prison, but he's never did no time like New York. He's been in the system where you got everything. It just, you got everything. Like the tattoo guns, because he's got a lot of tattoos done in prison. He got his whole chest and arms. He's tattooed up. And she couldn't do that. Didn't have all that. Didn't have the commissaries like you got. Didn't have TVs and all that stuff. And but anyway, I was talking about the guy that killed Malcolm X and doing 8 months with him. And I was getting, when I'm in that mood, I can talk pretty good. And she was getting, he got mad. And, and she likes Pepsi, so I kind of keep a RC because it's like Pepsi. I always seem like I got it next to the bottle, and I had a full one in the refrigerator and a full one outside the refrigerator, so I had a cold one. Now I got ice cubes, and but she didn't come. He ended up going up there. I got a call because what I did, I walked up and put my name, my number, in her door because I knocked on the door and she wasn't there. I went up about 8 o'clock. The dogs were barked, but nobody answered the door. So I came back and I got my pad and I wrote a little message. And I wasn't sure how to spell her name, so I just called her Goddess. And told her to call me anytime. So it was late, and that's the day the cops were here. And I was talking to the cops because I asked the one if he was Bo Hattie, and then I asked the sergeant if he remembered me. And then it's when I told him he stirred up a stirred up a hornet's nest. So ASAP was drunk out of his mind and high. He said something about loyalty and all this stuff, and so I already had one of his women, Stars. That was his girl. But it's all a mess. I shouldn't even be messing with him, with none of it. Really shouldn't. Star's one thing, but I should send her a message. But this Angela, she's a trip. But I like her though. She's fun to talk to. She's got a little money. She gets disability, so she gets pretty good Social Security. Yeah, she gets pretty good Social Security. I accidentally hit the pause button. Then I picked it up. Being I did that, I got to get serious. I just was looking at the TV and they had the three girls lined up in sections. Constantine and Brianna. I forget the other one's name. Oh, they look so good all lined up like that. I got to get something like this going on. With the Fritz TV. I got to get serious about that Fritz TV. It's a good idea. And that makes me mad about all the messages. I should just put them on here, and she could watch them on the video. I'm thinking about doing that. I want to see what. If I don't like it, I can shut it off. But not now. I'm gonna wait till I talk to her, see what she says. Because I do want her to hear. What I'm going to do is listen to him, see if I'm sure I want to put everything out there. Because I know one of them I don't want to put on there. But I generally am pretty appropriate with OBG. Generally am. I don't generally talk out of, I'm generally pretty appropriate. I cuss once in a while, but not very often. For emphasis, is that right? Oh, wow. But I got so much on my mind. I feel like just sending this video and laying down and one more pee, and I'm going to lay down. And sometimes I can sleep for like 2 hours. And them 2 hours is incredible. Because I've been up since 3:30. And so 2 hours would really be nice. And then I get my shower. And what would that be about? It's 7:03. Yeah, somewhere between 9:30 and 10. I'll get up, get my shower, put my bibs on. I got them nice and washed and smelling good. Oh, I did. I was at Walmart and I bought the big container of the little pods, the Tide pods. It was pretty expensive, but I think I got like 21 of them. And I bought a Mr. Clean. I think I already might have said this. But I was excited about that because I got a Mr. Clean mop, and I know it's good because I've been putting it through some abuse, and it's holding together really good mop. It's a Mr. Clean mop, and now I got the little scrubber. I can get them door sills in my front door and my side door. Because they got they wouldn't suck it up with it. But what I'm going to do is I'm not going to vacuum it wet. I'm not going to do nothing wet, but I can. I got all the loose stuff out there, and I'm going to get the. It's just another word for it, but crud build up over the years. And I got window cleaner now. I do want to wash the windows in the door. I think there's a screen that fits that door in the cubby hole. And I do want to take the vacuum cleaner apart after I clean up this morning and see if I can find a number. I might just go to Amazon and there's a. I got some. I've been neglecting some stuff in here. I got piled up. I got to file away and get it in, make new folders for it. I still got quite a few empty folders in the hanging. It's hard to read sometimes. But I'm getting there. I got a pretty nice setup with the hanging folders. Pretty nice. And I do got to get a few things done. So I feel like taking a sleep. Just I just feel like that now. So this is a minute and I'll figure hour and a half. I figure this is an hour and a half. That's a good enough one. So this would be. I made a mistake. Be 46. I got 45 down there. 46A. But I am liking my videos now, without all the vulgarity and smoking. And I think Mike just went to the last one that he did. I forget what number it is. And that's what happens. Somebody pops up, they just go to the last one. And then if they want to watch more, they can go to the next one. So I'm pretty sure that I'm ready for the director. I'm ready for her. And everybody in the system can do what they got time. They say they're busy, but they always have time for something. They can always do something. And the world ain't going to stop if she stops and watches me for an hour. Nothing's going to, she's able to do that. Any of them in the system can do that. And but if I pop up with all the vulgarity, she just get out of here with that type of thing. You know what I mean? Because it is not necessary. And smoking, that ain't necessary. And so I'm feeling pretty good about the videos now. And I am the AC, damn it. That type of thing. Because I am. There ain't no doubt. There ain't no doubt. Ain't no doubt in the world. And if Debbie Smith's cousin pops up in my world, it's going to be interesting because she's like, she is, I have to say, she's my soulmate. She really is. She really, because I don't have the letters, but at one point I did have a box full of letters, a big box that I carried out of prison in 77. I did have a box full of letters, and she wanted them. I forget how the story went, but we I don't know if she destroyed them or what the story is. I don't know, but I trust her with whatever, because her mind's better than mine, because mine's been really messed with, and if Kathy Reynolds pops up and gets serious with me, she would be a good, like I say, she goes back to the 60s with me. And so there's a lot going on in like Brad, the dude. I know his farm and his people, but I only have dealings with him on the phone. Now, I've sent him videos. He sent me pictures. He knows about YouTube, but again, I do the vulgarity, and he don't want to hear that because he's a church going guy and he's got a family. But now these videos, at least 3, 4 of them now, are kid friendly, wife friendly, everybody friendly, and that's a new era. And it just gets so. When I look at the reality of this whole thing and the changes that I've been through and the things I've said and the things I'm still the same. I don't know what I'm going to say 5 seconds from now. I don't know. I just know I got I got in my head what I ain't going to say, and I come close to slipping sometimes, but I catch myself because sometimes I I come very close to slipping and lighting up a cigarette. It is 7 o'clock. That was supposed to be an odd hour. Oh, we got a rainy week coming up. I'm glad I don't need nothing. I'm glad I don't have to go get nothing. I got so much to drink, and I got a full gallon and a half of milk. So even with the cats drinking it, I did like that Sunny D. I took my pills with that this morning. That's pretty good stuff. I like it. I should buy some of that. But I did. I bought the vegetable juice. I got a couple of them. I bought 2 of them yesterday. That's 4 quarts of vegetable juice. Oh, I love it. And I got I didn't buy none of them Best Choice Kool-Aids, the little singles. I didn't do that. I should do that. But I got the fruit punch in there now. I put 10 in there. There should be at least 6 in there now. Because they had a deal on a 6-pack of something. It was $1. I had it in my hand. I said, no, you don't need this. I got all them, the 10 for $1 something. So, and it's 20 ounces. I'm filling up a 20-ounce water jug with them. So I don't need to buy, but I had it in my hand. I had to set it back down. So I am pretty aware of what I buy. And, oh, wow. Oh, did I do good on the beans last night? Italian cut beans, they're called. Best Choice. So I cut up an onion a cooking onion about this big around. And I put the whole thing in there. I cut it up pretty small. And I had it on there for almost an hour on simmer. And so the onion got, and I put quite a bit of butter in there. And and I had garlic, salt and pepper, and the onion. It was really quite good. Quite good. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I bought some seasoned black beans. I think that's what they're called. They look good too. I like black beans. A 3-bean salad. I got all this stuff to make that. I do enjoy a 3-bean salad. I ought to make a 3-bean salad. But right now I've just been eating them a can at a time. But if I could put 3 beans in there and have it because it would keep it. I got the containers. It would keep a few days in the refrigerator, so I could eat it a few days. Because, life is good. They were talking on the news yesterday on Spectrum about food produce that ain't perfect. Imperfect. I forget how they worded it, but the imperfect produce, and it just gets put in the landfill. And this lady, she started something a few years back, and she's getting that imperfect produce boxed up and everything, and there is people buying it, and she's using all the money for feeding people. And there's a lot of people just in Ohio that's having trouble eating. That ain't eating good, and a lot of them are kids. And it was a good show. I hope they do something today about it. But everything's got to be perfect in the grocery store, and some people don't buy it, and they don't even put it on the shelf. They just throw it away. That's kind of crazy. I just love it when I see stuff like that, because that's my whole mission. No more starving babies on the planet. I'm not talking about in America. I'm talking about everywhere. Everywhere. And boy, it's a big... I think my tablet I'll plug into there. I think it will. Boy, I would be so happy if I could download my tablet on here. I'm waiting for Will to see if he can do it. I would be so happy. To have all my pictures and my writings. Oh, I would be so happy. I would be really, really so happy. Because I don't care about the tablet. I don't have no... Oh, sure, it'd probably be fun to have it. But I'm not really... It ain't worth $25 to me to get it turned on. It ain't. I would rather just download it on here and have the stuff, and then I just would file it away like I got the phones from my sister and Duffy. Just old time's sake. Just souvenirs. From a better time or a better time. Listen to me. It was parts of it was interesting though. There was times when I was feeling really good, writing OBG and the blogs. I can remember waking up and I was able to be free. I was free in my head. It wasn't a bad time. In my head I was, and that's the whole premise behind loving the ODRC, because I did. In my blogs, I was about love. I wasn't about not having stuff in my locker box, because I had the store guy. But it nothing, nothing. I don't know how I'm going to describe this a year from now, from this point to the next year. It's just incredible. Like, wow. Here it is. I got excess of timepieces. It's crazy. But I got them all within a minute of each other, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Boy, that grass is getting high in the back. Could mow it and bale for hay pretty soon. But I'm not worrying about the back. I'm not concerned about the back. Because he's got me kind of disgusted to be back there with all the dog poop coming through the balcony of his. And it's a lot, and food. It's a mess back there. He talked about me throwing stuff out to the critters. What's that going to attract? It's pretty bad. So anyway, lost my thought. Yeah, I was talking about, I said better times or something, good times. Oh, I was talking about the tablet, how I'd file it away for. But that tablet did represent some really high points in my life. Really high points. When the clerk used to read it, I'd go in her office and I could have, because I got that song, Lord Have Mercy, Baby Got Her Blue Jeans On, because the clerk used to wear jeans that were tight. And she was the jean queen of Allen. Nobody could rock jeans like Jamie the clerk. And she wore most everything. I don't know if you had to pay $1 or $2 a day to wear jeans, but she gently paid it, whatever it was, and I used to kid about it. But she did look good in jeans. She was short, and she was just the right. She was perfection, and she had this little. I don't know what happened to all my pictures I had of her, but I used to have her on my story every day. And Gordon keep asking, "Who's that? Who's that? Who's that?" But I don't know what to say about all these women in prison that I have serious love for, and I can't at this point. I can't do nothing about it. But when you love somebody, and you have loved somebody, and they were in your life, it's all good. It's I believe in the future. When I am, I keep saying a household name. When I am a household name, and I'm going to understand that they couldn't be in touch with me because that's just the way this system is. There's nothing I can do about that. It's like Spatney and YouTube. He don't want nobody knowing he's in touch with me. Even OBG don't want to be on YouTube. Nobody wants to be on YouTube. Mikey, he's funny. I wish there was a way I could just find out where everything. And I should write it down with when he did show up on. Again, if I look at my book and then look back, I can basically figure out where it is. But I do want to get going. Yeah. It's in the 50s now. I got the temperature at 71. And I dropped it down to 71. It got a 77 yesterday in the house because I had the furnace off. It was 77. That's as warm as it got in here. That's what I think I want in here is a thermometer on the wall. Maybe I'll see one next time I go to Walmart. I'll look. I am planning on going to Walmart somewhere around the 12th. That's when my next trip to Walmart is. And I'm going to look for... that could possibly be email. Nope. Nope. I gotta check it. It chats. I got 2 on chats. I would go plumb crazy. Debbie Smith cousin. Nothing. Nancy Smith. Boy, that name sounds familiar. Oh, Madeline's on. I should get off here. Yeah, I'm gonna get off here and because she's not at Grafton no more. It's May now, and that was the end of her internship. And I'm kind of mad about that. They should have made some kind of space for her. Kept her there. Kind of mad about that. I get to the director one of these years, and because they used her up when she was the intern there. When Bohetty left, because she stepped up and took over all Bohetty's people, me included. Yeah, I got a couple passes from her. She picked up the pieces. They didn't say nothing then about her not being a doctor or whatever it is that she was filling in for the doctor. But anyway, yeah, I am gonna make sure I hit the stop recording instead of pause this time. I gotta make sure I never do that again. Wow, that was crazy. But I got a 46A, and wow, I do. I got Lori Bohattie. I just like say Bohattie. She'll probably change her name, but she told me one time what she was going to change her name to, and that's a good name to me too. 'Cause that takes me back to the way back to Kathy's era. Because she would know Price too. Kathy would, and that's a great name. That's a great name. So I just whatever she does, I love Bohattie though. I do. I love Bohattie with a passion. She's my girl. I know she's in love with old Jeff. And I just hope she don't end up killing him. Because she's a passionate woman. She's a Scorpio, and Scorpios are passionate. They're the water sign, and I just hope she don't end up doing something stupid. Because it would be terrible. I pray about that because she's already lost so much over him, so much. Because she had it good in Grafton. She had good friends. She had. That's when Ashley and them they were all friends, and she just it's so sad, so sad. But anyway, oh Ashley, I can't. I touch my phone and GS and it all comes up, and then when I'm emailing her, all I gotta do is the beautiful, and it pops up. I don't even have to start it. Just beautiful triggers the letters, and she must have her phone program too, because when I didn't have the email from her for quite a while, but she would sign them off with the letters. I used to like that. There's another one I gotta send an email to, but she's waiting for me to do something good. I think is how she worded it. I believe that love conquers all. That's the whole premise behind me. I believe that. And it's like Jamie the clerk. I love that woman. I really do. Regardless if I think she's my daughter or not, that's not even in the picture. But if she is, that would be an incredible thing. And for a long time, I'm thinking her mother is the girl. And she ain't adopted, but her mother is the girl from the 17-year-old. I'm thinking, oh, that would be, oh wow. She probably was mad at me because I did kind of dog her in the end. But that's probably all crazy thought that, like I have a lot of them that just don't happen. But there's still love there. There's still love for Jamie. That ain't the whole reason I love her. But anyway, yeah, it's 7:30. This will be a good video. I love y'all. OBG, I love you. GMAC, I love you. I'm gonna try to get a hold of you, GMAC. Yeah, I got it right this